Good afternoon, June the 12th. Just made coffee. My baby's bringing a chair up from downstairs. Let's catch him on camera. Wave. That's fine. Our friend Dave is coming up at 1:30 for just a quick visit. I have some water. I'm hydrating. I'm on my last day of antibiotics. Thank you, Jesus. I hate being on antibiotics. They make me sluggish and moody. So I made a coffee just now, early, 1:07. It's usually 2 o'clock, but my brain says it's coffee time. And I made my baby a coffee. Oh, and the treadmill's up. I couldn't wait yesterday, so I had to start tearing the box apart before George even came out of the office. And then I guess he heard me and there's the display thing. And then all you do, let's see, how can I hold that like that? Hold it like that. And then you, let's see if I can do it. Pull down, and then it goes on its own. Flat. So how cool is that? That's pretty cool. There you go. So we're going to keep it here. This way, I can see out at the common area with the flowers and all that. And it's got the speeds and it's got the mileage and I think calories and all that. And yeah, so super exciting. And then it says hooks. Like that. There, it's on wheels. So now we can really get in shape. We didn't walk today yet, but we had stuff to do, a lot of stuff to do. And I'm gonna get
over here.
My hubby to put the extra chair out in case we decide to sit outside. I don't know. Dave's a pretty loud talker. I don't want the whole neighborhood to know all of our business. Of course, I'm telling all of our business to the whole world, so what difference does that make? For anyone who sent me a message, a new person, new people sent me messages, I found them, I responded, and I'm gonna respond more later today. Today was dusting day, got that done. I got that little duster from Dollar Tree. It just almost makes me feel like I'm cheating, but I'm not. Got the fan going because it's like 82 degrees. I'm working more on the let them theory. I just said to George, because I was getting in a mood earlier, like he knows when I say, can I talk to you for a minute? His eyes roll into the back of his head and he says, sure. And so when I start to get in a mood, when my mind is on something, I get in this mood. Like half of me is sensible and I know what we need to do. And the other half of me has that, like, but I want. And I think we all go through that at some point in our lives. Like, I do. It might be a little thing, a big thing or whatever. But just like for me, the realization of the next 2 years, like all this year and all next year, we need to focus on the house. And we need to focus on the house. I mean, that's the bottom line. If we should ever decide we want to sell this place, by having a new roof and new heating and new air conditioning, it's going to increase the value of the home. And so that needs to get done. It's so we're working towards that. And so that means the reality is most likely we are going to be staying here for the next 2 years, except for, like going on a picnic or something very, very minor. And that's just the way it has to be. It's just the way it has to be. So, but I was just saying to him that, you know what? In 2 months, I turn 66. I finished my 66th rotation around the sun. And not everybody can say that they've had 66 rotations. Not everybody. But I can, and I did. And I'm grateful, so grateful. And I'm just kind of, I think, over worrying about what people think about me, what they're going to say about me, who's going to talk to me, who isn't. I want to eat when I'm hungry, sleep when I'm tired, wake up when I'm ready to. It's just not live anymore for the way everybody feels like we should be living. Does that make sense to anyone? Because I think the more I try to be liked, the more I try to be socially acceptable. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And you get older and you get older, and you start to care less, but not in a bad way, but in a, hey, I'm going to live my life my way. You know, and that's where I'm at. So who knows what the content will be. So anyway, I bucked the system today. I bucked my own system today and made my coffee early. I know, I'm living on the wild side. So I'm going to have company pretty soon. We did get some mail. My baby just went up and got the mail. It's going to be sale circular day, so I have to see what's on sale. And I got to tell you this. I bought a bag of cherries a couple days ago at the grocery store. Now they were on sale for $3.97 a pound. I love cherries, Bing cherries. I love them. And I just get a bag of cherries. Now I've eaten maybe 10, 15 out of this bag. I don't know how many times I've said to George already, when I looked at the receipt, I almost choked because they were $22 and then they were on sale, so that brought them down to $17. And I said, never, ever would I spend $17 on cherries. Never. I don't care how much I like cherries. There's a lot of things I like. I'm not going to go out and buy it. Cherries is one of them. $17 for it? No. I understand the prices are going up and things are more expensive. I totally get that. But no, $17, no. That's not happening again. Not in our household. That's not going to happen. So George says, being the sweetheart that he says, well, honey, every now and then you have to just treat yourself, you know? Well, that's good. Like a trip to Tahiti, that would be treating myself. One of these days, we're going to be packing suitcases. It'll be in about 4 years. George will be 75 almost, and I will be 71. Like, we'll see how far we get. Anyway, so I'm on a roll today, I guess. It's the 12th. We have to gather up some paperwork for,
Have some popcorn.
I don't want any popcorn, thank you. I made popcorn last night. We were watching Fear Factor, and I made a big bowl of popcorn. That's what's left. Popcorn is better the next day. If you make popcorn, leave it out overnight. It's stale. It tastes so much better. It's the same thing with spaghetti. It just tastes better the next day. So I'm going to look through the sale papers and see what's going on. My friend Dave is going to be here pretty soon, and we'll make him a coffee if he wants one, and maybe we'll go and sit outside or whatever. I don't care. But yeah, so got my dusting done. It's sunny, it's warm, it's beautiful. We'll get some walking in a little bit. And what else? Oh, I told George this morning, I said, I've got to have a coffee table in the living room. Now here's the issue. Here's the issue. There's this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this big area. See, so you have this. You have this. Boy, am I so blonde right now. You have this. Okay, and then you have this space. So if people are sitting there, if there's a coffee table where a coffee table like should be, which is there, that's not going to help them. It's going to help them, but not them. So I went on Amazon and I went to the section where it says cheap. It actually says that, under $25. And I picked 2 white coffee tables. They have 2 shelves, $21.99 each. He has Prime. I do not, but he has Prime, thank goodness. So I Zelled him the money so that he would order them for me. He said, I'll order them. And I said, I'll pay you to order them for me. Because if I order them, it's going to take me like 5 days to get them. And I want them pronto. So they're coming on Saturday. And so we're going to have 2 coffee tables. One's going to go this way and one's going to go that way. So that no matter where someone's sitting, they're going to have a coffee table. And you need no tools. It's just like, just screw the legs on. Like that's simple, snap together. We don't even need tools, nothing. And that's it. And then I think, other than painting the doors upstairs, we're done. The roofers can do what they need to do. I can't do anything about that. But, so that's where we're at. So later on, we'll take a walk. I'm going to use the treadmill. I'm going to put my earbuds in. I'm going to put my playlist on. And I'm going to put it on shuffle. And I'm going to walk. This morning I got on the scale, and the scale said 106.6, which really frightened me. But it might have been the lemon tart and the sugar cookie from yesterday. So that's got to stop. I don't want to stop the cookies, but I have the treadmill now. So, and he's going to walk too, right, baby?
Yep.
Right? Yeah. So we're good. So I'll probably just put this up as is. If anybody has a birthday, if you guys got an anniversary, if there's something, if you have a date this month that's really hard for you and you want to throw it in the comments, you want to talk about it, please do. Happy or sad, let us know what's going on in your life. And George and I are going to do a video together.
We are? Yeah.
Just, talking about different things like what it was like for, online dating and what it was like for him marrying a widow and me marrying a divorcee. And what it's like, knowing each other 10 months and how we get along. Just the stuff, the dirt, the tea. We'll spill it. We'll talk about it. So I'm going to go. Take care, everybody. I don't think I'm going to add anything more onto this. I think we're just going to put it up as is. And then I'll pop over to Messenger later because I want to catch up with a couple more people. I've been doing pretty good. I will say I've been over on Facebook more often because I want to be able to have a good social media presence, even though it scares me. But I'm going to try to get beyond that too. So I'm going to go. Take care. Be safe. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Right? Remember that?